Hello, Vortex. I don't know about you guys, but I will go out of my way to avoid having to interact with certain people. So, there's this dude who goes to my church who most definitely has a crush on me. There are actually a couple dudes that have expressed that sentiment. And one of them was at this gas station. And whenever I saw him, I just stayed in my car until he left. And that might seem a bit immature, but I'm just really, really tired of having to explain my situation to people, because it's just taxing. It's so taxing. Should I just go back to lying and saying that I'm a lesbian? Because I feel like, you know, when I say that I'm a lesbian, dudes are like, oh, okay, she's just not ever going to go for me because I have a dick, you know? But I don't want to have to say that. But should I just say, like, no, I'm a man? Should I just tell people I'm transgender or something? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about it. Because, like, every man, especially if he's, like, one of these, like romantic types, like, they all have this fantasy in the back of their mind involving, like, sweeping a bitch off her feet, you know? And they think that somebody like me, and I promise I'm not just being egotistical, this has happened over and over and over again all throughout my life, and it's just so annoying. And I'm that person, I'm like the ultimate conquest, because, like, I'm not interested in that. And so because I'm not interested in that, they think that there's something that they can do, like some magic words, some ritual that they can perform that's going to hypnotize me into falling in love with them. You can ask any guy that I've been with that it's just not fucking worth it, okay? Because I am like a block of ice. And it's gotten to the point where I'm already like that before anything even happens. Like, before we're even serious, I turn into that block of ice. Because that's how repulsed I am by the whole idea of somebody wanting to spend too much time with me. And I can't make that go away, you know? Like, if you're not... If you're not into, like, a certain type of food, like onions, for example. I feel like this is a valid comparison, alright? So, onions are very, very strong. That's why they make you cry, apparently. They're very pungent. So, you either like onions or you don't like onions. And people that don't like them really don't like them. Because, I mean, take it from me, I've worked in restaurants for 15 years. If you accidentally put onions on a burger that has very nicely requested no onions, like, that motherfucker's gonna come back and they're gonna complain. Because they can still taste it on their burger. Because that's how strong the taste is. Okay? Well, if you have a distaste for something, there's not anything that people can do to make you like it. And that's really arrogant for people to think that there is something that they can do. You know? Well, that's how I view romance. And it's like people that are, like, either gay or they're straight or they're, like, into fat chicks or they're into skinny chicks or whatever. It's like, no, you know what you're attracted to and you know what turns you off. Okay? And so just like the very idea of like anybody, like even people I like, even people I'm attracted to, even people that I think are like sexy and interesting and I could talk to them for hours. It's like at some point there's a cutoff. And it's just so annoying that people think that they're going to be immune to that. You know? They're going to woo me. Like they think that I'm in my fucking castle and that I just need to be rescued or some shit, but they don't understand that I chose to be there, you know? I think I need to, like, expand on this a lot more. Like, if only I was more organized and I could actually do something with this. But it's just so, like, unconventional, you know, because most people want to have that with somebody. Like, they fantasize about that. I'll be real with you, I used to fantasize about it. And I think that the reason why I fantasized about it was because I know deep down that I can't have it because I'd reject it. So, much like a lot of people that either watch this channel or people that are friends with me or people that go to my church that really, really want to be that one guy that changes everything. You make me sick. I realize that your desire is very innocent, you know? You can't help yourself. But, like, maybe I should just start identifying as transgender so that men get away from me. Like, is that what I have to do? Do I have to lie? Do I have to just lie? I mean, in a way, like, I kind of sort of am trans or non-binary or whatever the fuck, but I don't want to have to identify that way because that just makes me sound like a deranged leftist, you know? And I just hate that. I hate it so much. But it's like, you cannot, like, make eye contact with somebody. You can't just smile at somebody. You can't just have a conversation with somebody because they're going to jump to the conclusion that eventually they're going to be in bed with you, you know? And I'm not going to lie to myself and be like, oh no, that's not what people want. Because why would they be talking to a bitch if that wasn't their main goal, man? I mean, come the fuck on. Like, I'm not so delusional that I think that it's possible for, like, men and women to just be friends, okay? Like maybe when you're younger, like, there's some potential there, but it's not. Like, the older that you get, it's more and more obvious that is what people want. And I guess that's why the older I've gotten, like, the more I reject that and the more that whole idea just makes me sick, so much so that I can't even fantasize about it anymore. You know? Like, just, even, like, masturbation is just so repulsive to me. Like everything relating to that is just... But I know that, like, I'm supposed to want that, though. I'm sorry if I keep talking about this, but it's just an issue that keeps being brought up. And I'm tired of having to explain it. I think you should do a song about it. Because I feel like if you do a song... Maybe if you just perform that song for everybody that's the slightest bit romantically interested in you, then, you know, you gotta make it catchy. And if you make it catchy, then more people will sing it. And people that sing it, you know, because they relate to it and they feel like it applies to them, then, you know, it'll become, like, more and more of a popular thing to, you know, reject romance and sex. Like, there's literally no point in doing that unless you're going to procreate. There's no point. Unless you just want to be an animal, you know? And that's also disgusting. So, anyway, I think my gas is officially done being pumped, so No, don't do that. Don't do that. Peace sign's bad. Peace sign's bad.